want you to find somewhere safe, quiet, and comfortable to either sit or lie down. And once you are in that space, make sure that there is nothing there to distract you or interrupt you, because you're going to come somewhere with me for the next little while. Once you are somewhere quiet and comfortable, take a deep breath in. Hold it for a few moments and then let it go. And we're going to do this a few more times. And with each breath, your body becomes more and more relaxed. Now, breathe in. Hold it for a moment and breathe out. Good. With that second breath, you can feel all the tension of the day slowly leaving your body. We're going to do it another time. Breathe in. Hold it. And breathe out. Your body is very comfortable now. It feels heavy from the day, ready to relax. Your body is easing into your bed or into your chair, and we're going to take one more breath. Breathe in. Hold it. And breathe out. Good. You find yourself in a cabin. It's dark. The soft sound of rain slithering down the windows. There's a patter of droplets on the roof, causing a sleepy dizziness to blossom in your head. You sit up on the bed and you take a look at your surroundings. The room is dimly lit. Dozens of candles flickering, their glow soft, warm. You hear a soft knock on the door. First it's so faint you're unsure if you've heard it correctly. It comes again, and you move over to the door and twist the golden knob. When you open it, you find me standing before you. You recognize me, though you haven't seen me. Somehow you know my face. You recognize my blonde hair, my brown eyes, my freckles. You feel comfortable seeing me, like seeing an old friend. I offer you my free hand, nodding my head down the hallway. You take it and I give you a gentle tug. I lead you down the dim hallway, candles on the wall sconces brightening our path. Either side of the hall is adorned with portraits of beautiful women who lived long before our time. Their gowns, powder blue and petal pink. Their frames are gilded, glistening in the dancing candlelight. We turn a corner and there's a massive expanse of canvas on the far side. We move to it, and it seems the closer we get to it, an image starts to paint itself across the canvas. What was once white becomes splayed with a brilliant garden scene. Tall, green grass, flowers that go above your head. There's a river and it seems to glitter and come to life on the painting. I take my hand that's holding yours and I give the painting a gentle tap. It shimmers and shivers under my touch, and you can feel that your hand went through it. Together I push our hands through the painting. It feels cool, like dipping into crisp, chilled waters. I look at you. Together, I say. You trust that I know what I'm doing, and you know I'd never take you anywhere bad. I'd never do anything to harm you. You've had a rough couple of days. I know that since you're here now, you really need to go somewhere peaceful, somewhere you can forget about your world altogether. That's the beauty of the sleepy cabin. The only way to get there, the only way to find me, is to want to. Together we push through the painting. We come to life on the other side. It feels a bit like stepping through the spray of a waterfall. Just kisses of bubbly light sensation all over our cheeks and our arms. We've come to a forest. The ground beneath us is mossy and cool beneath our bare feet. Before us are tall trees, their branches a canopy between the sky and us. Hand in hand we start our walk, the birds singing soft songs above us, butterflies of bejeweled colors flit around our heads, and a peppermint bird circles above yours. It's trilling a little song, the ghost of a holiday carol. It swoops down and hovers above you, landing gently on your shoulder. You can smell the faint hints of candy cane from its namesake. The smell is relaxing, reminds you of cozy nights by a fire, warmth. It comforts you. The bird swoops up into the sky and flits off again, and we continue our walk. We follow the path wherever it leads us. And eventually the trees dither out altogether, and we come to a slight clearing. Ahead of us we can see a twinkling golden gate surrounded by a fence of trees. We walk to the gate and you let go of my hand and place both of yours on the bars and give it a gentle push. There's resistance, and you find that it's locked. I pull a necklace from around my neck and show you a gold key. I give it a little shake and then I put it in the lock and twist it, and the big, heavy doors swoop open slowly. We're met by a wall of tall grass. You look at me and I give you a little nod forward, and you know that it's okay to go in there. Together, I say. We start to move through the grass. It goes high above us, higher than the trees maybe. The grass gently tickles our skin as we walk through it. It's not an unpleasant, naggy feel. It's soothing, playful. We continue to move through the grass when we hear the rapid fluttering of wings. We look above our heads, wondering if that little peppermint bird that was so fond of you had decided to come along with us on our little journey. But instead we're met with a fairy. Her skin is deep umber and her hair in beautiful curls. Her dress is made of a brilliant blue orchid. She chirps at us some sort of fairy speech. She seems to be talking to you. I shrug as I haven't spoken fairy in years. She turns her head behind her and seems to call to someone. We hear that same fluttery chatter and another fairy comes. Her skin is bronze and her hair is straight and inky black. Her dress is made of the deep red petals of a tulip. We seem to have a little conversation with each other before the orchid fairy flies down and takes your index finger between her tiny hands. She gives you a tug, and the tulip fairy gently tugs on a strand of my hair, and we follow their urging. They continue to tug us along, chattering happily, excitedly, in their fairy tongue. We haven't the faintest what they're saying, but they seem very eager, so we go along. Nowhere to be, right? They lead us to a clearing that has several large mushrooms about the size of a tree stump. They gesture for us to sit, and we do, sitting on these squishy purple mushrooms with shiny green spots. They fly behind us and tug some moonberries off of a neighboring bush. They bring us a few and gesture for us to eat. We've had moonberries before. We know they're safe. We pop the little crescent-shaped berries into our mouths and enjoy the flavor. Something akin to an apple and a mango all blended together. The taste is juicy, and we find that it eases the last bits of tension lingering in our bodies. We feel even more at ease than before, enjoying the breeze and the idle fairy chatter. The fairies take each other's hands and they begin to revolve slowly above us. Their conversation turns into melodic song. You find your eyes closing. You sway gently to the fairy song, feeling the notes slip into your bloodstream. Find that all the worries of today dissipate with every note. All the clutter in your mind is cleansed, absolved. The heaviness in your chest is taken off of you. The burdens, the doubt, every self-conscious worry and all of those what-ifs just fly away, and you feel whole, content, at peace. When we realize that the song is over, the fairies are flying away, we get up and resume our walk through the grass. It's not long before we come out the other side and we see that breathtaking still from the painting. Before us is a long, long bejeweled river, turquoise waters going as far as we can see in either direction. Atop it is a little bridge, the wood painted pink. On the other side of the river we see those tall, tall flowers, daisies of purple and roses of sunset orange, daffodils and lilacs, higher than we can see, sway gently in the breeze. I take your hand again and we go across the bridge. A brilliant red turtle swims underneath it. We walk in the opposite direction, opting to just follow the river wherever it may lead us. We happen upon a large pond and a waterfall that seems to be the source of this winding river. Giant lily pads sit atop it. Massive things. I move closer to the edge and I set my foot atop it and push down a little. The lily pad doesn't waver. So, your hand in mine, I step both feet onto the lily pad, finding it stable. Still holding on to you, I help you climb up. The sky that had been a sunset tangerine has faded into a soft, dusky lilac. I rest on my knees and you lay your head on my lap. The lily pad begins to float downstream at a gentle, easy pace. I run my fingers through your hair and you look up at the remnants of the day's cloud cover. You can see little shapes here and there. Anything good? I ask. I listen to all the pictures that you're seeing in the sky. My fingers still working through your hair. You find that heavy feeling is coming back to you. It seems to start at your feet, a leaden, sleepy feel that works its way up to your ankles and to your calves. The heavy feeling goes upward still to your knees and your thighs, to your hips. The feeling simultaneously moves up your stomach and lower back, taking all of the day's tension out of you. It moves up your hands, all of that tension leaving your fingers that are now loose and comfortable. It goes up your wrist, to your elbow, up to your shoulders, and over your chest. The heavy, relaxed feeling goes gently over your throat and up your chin, your lips, your cheeks, your nose, and your eyes, and your forehead. It goes up to the very top of your head, where it seems to meet my fingers that are weaving gently, lovingly through your hair. I lean down and I tell you, you know, you can come here anytime. When your world becomes just too much. When you need a friend. When you need somewhere safe to be. Remember, when you want to find me, when you want to come here, all you have to do is want to. Sleep now, dear friend. Sleep now. It's been a long adventure and we had a lot of fun. But, you know, you must rest now. 10. Sleep, my dear friend. You're safe with me. 9. Let yourself fall deeply into slumber. 8. Breathe deeply. Breathe easy. 7. Nothing and no one can harm you when you're here with me. 6. The water gently lulls you. 5. Tired, my friend. You're so very tired now. 4. You are worthy of protection, darling. You're worthy of being cared about. 3. You are cared for. You are loved. 2. Sleep, my darling. 1. Good night. visit me when you need me. And maybe while you're dreaming,